Documented reporting of the term nerd is from 1950. Dr. Seuss invented it. If I Ran the Zoo. And his nerds were not very nerdy. They were just angry little animals with big mustaches. But the expression gained credence and it grew and it spread. And by the mid-50s, we had nerd with a K. The explanation for this is that a drunk is a person who goes out and has fun. And a nerd is the opposite of a drunk. And so, they don't go out or have fun. They were just kind of boring people, wallpaper people, unremarkable. But as time went on, as time developed, I'm going to gloss over the, what was it, the Northern Electric Research and Development Corporation of Ottawa.
Yeah!
With their pocket protectors. That's the Canadian claim to fame around 57. Nerd pocket protectors. 7 years after the term was first coined, it cannot be coincidence. The earliest instance of nerdy poetry I could find is very nerdy. It harkens back to the eras of teletype machines attached to mainframes. You wouldn't even have a monitor on your computer. You'd type your commands in and it would come back to you on a printer. And all the different characters had little names. So with the assistance of a volunteer, I have reproduced this poem for you, but I need someone to help show it out while I recite it. This doesn't look like much of anything to you, but do note at the very end part here. And now I have to show it to people on the other sides too, because I was sitting on the side earlier and I missed a lot.
Oh yeah.
This is a bunch of punctuation marks, and at the very end is a little message that says "System halted." And this is a phonetic poem. If you read it out according to the names of the symbols, you will have a good time. If you will hold this for me, I will. So you need to know a few of these symbols have names that may not make a lot of sense. It looks like an exclamation point, but actually it's called a bang. Talk to the typographers. A different kind of nerd. The asterisk is a splat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And as of 1990, they determined the pointy brackets. They would just go waka waka. They had a contest for it or something. I don't know who won it.
Waka waka.
This poem, read out loud, here's how it sounds. Waka waka bang splat, tick tick hash, carrot quote, tactic, dollar dollar dash. I'm only just getting started. Bang splat equal at dollar underscore, percent splat waka waka tilde number 4. Ampersand bracket bracket dot dot slash vertical bar curly bracket comma comma crash. Probably what would happen if you were to try to execute this poem on a computer. I want to turn the face on black works on multiple levels. Computer is making the user disappear. Fear of this new information superhighway. So instead, here's something nobody is going to understand. Not only because it's blank, it's going to turn it around. You're going to get the logo of a computer part. Oh, it can be. This was a computer party I went to in Finland in 1999. Assembly. And if you never saw Future Cruise Second Reality, I cannot explain it to you. It would take too much. Look it up on YouTube. And maybe this will make some sense. In the meantime, I'm a big nerd, and here's my nerdy poem. When I heard in high school about the spam haiku, the new poetic form that was sweeping the internet. Anyone who can count syllables can do this. And spam is the plague of the modern age. Of course, this is spam with prepared lunch meat. But why not go further and write some spam sonnet?
Ooh.
This could be the pinnacle of my poetic life here. 10 years back, ladies and gentlemen. As pink as was a pig, and yet more soft and gentle than the swine's most coarse of hides. I held the quivering lump aloft, and gazed upon its beauty from all sides. 'Tis slimy like a slug, yet smooth as silk, as smooth as any fabric come to mind. I would my mother fed me not her milk, but rather this of delicacies fine. It radiates an air misunderstood, that some perceive this foodstuff contraband. When really, it embodies best in food. Wait for economists to understand. It's got more worth than spice from far Siam. You keep your golden rubies, I'll keep Spam.
Nice.
There's a second one, but I think you get the point. The strange thing about this movie is that most of the nerds in the movie don't match up with anything we consider to be nerds. There's a couple that are undoubtedly nerds. There's one fellow who's thrown in with their plot just because he happens to be not Caucasian. Two of them, actually. The black guy has obviously got to be a nerd because he's not going to fit in anywhere else, as with the Asian guy and the very young, I don't know what they call students who go to university, the prodigy? Yeah, there you have it. It's often said that the thing about nerds is that they have to accept each other because no one else does. It's kind of the credo of the movie. It has this stirring, Braveheart caliber speech toward the end that I will recite to you as I then go on to tell you about National Nerd Day, the new holiday that's in Spain. I just wanted to say that I'm a nerd, and I'm here tonight to stand up for the rights of other nerds. I mean, in all our lives we've been laughed at and made to feel inferior. And tonight, those bastards, they trashed our house. This was a plot point of the movie.
Yeah.
Not pertinent to the speech. Why? Because we're smart? Because we look different? Well, we're not. I'm a nerd, and I'm pretty proud of it. Hi, Gilbert. I'm a nerd too. I just found that out tonight. We have news for the beautiful people. Maybe this is where Marilyn Manson got the idea, I don't know. Deep inside, I think he also does not feel accepted, maybe for different reasons. There's a lot more of us than there are of you. Suddenly he's starting to sound like the Jocks. I know there's alumni here tonight. When you went to Adams, you might have been called a spaz, or a dork, or a geek. Any of you that have ever felt stepped on, left out, picked on, put down, whether you think you are a nerd or not, why don't you just come down here and join us, okay? Come on, just join us, cause no one's gonna really be free until nerd persecution ends. And then Bill Gates happened, and all the nerds became hugely successfully rich, and it's not so unhip to be a nerd anymore. The revenge of the nerds was large houses, fast cars, huge savings accounts.
Hooray!
Ho ho, ho 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 ho. So long and thanks for all the
fish.
So sad that it's come to life. We tried to warn you all, but oh dear, you may not share our intellect, which might explain your disrespect for all the natural wonders that grow around you. So long and thanks for all the fish. The world's about to be destroyed. There's no point getting all annoyed. Lie back and let the planet dissolve. Despite those nets of tuna fleets, we thought that most of you were sweet, especially tiny tots and your pregnant women. So long, 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 and thanks for all the fish. I'm going to skip the video. You could find it in the detail as of a couple of years ago. You can also find it online. An example of a poem from the Policeman Computers Have Constructed. I need to do the Conrad voice for this, and I'm probably not going to do a very good job. More than iron, more than lead, more than gold. I need electricity. I need it more than I need lamb or pork or lettuce or cucumber. I need it for my dreams.